All right, we finally got a new vehicle in GTA Online. It's been about a month since we got one, another Driftfed vehicle, as well as Rockstar continuing to celebrate the Lunar New Year and also some somewhat good bonuses this week. So let's get started with the gifts that are continuing. So if you log in between now and the 21st, you'll get the wooden dragon mask, the red Lunar New Year dress, the black Lunar New Year tee, and the Regal, Midnights, and Contrast dragon masks as well. Over at the casino, we got the Albany Brigham, which of course is the Ghostbusters vehicle. If you guys remember, this came out just a few months ago, and if you did one of the Halloween Ghost quests, you were able to get the Ghostbusters livery for it. So if you end up winning in this week, you can save it until Halloween, and then when that arrives, you can end up putting the new livery once you do the quest. And then for the prior side vehicle, we have the Caracar 4x4, which is probably one of my favorite vehicles for sure. And the challenge is to place top 5 at LS Carmi races for 2 days in a row. The premium race this week is Business Trip. The time trial this week is Fort Zancudo, and the HSW time trial is Pacific Bluffs to Mount Gordo. For the test rides this week, starting off with luxury autos, you have the new Gallivanter Baller STD, which we'll get into in a little bit, and also the Vapid Dominator GT, which is another recent vehicle as well, came out with this update. And then over at Simeon's, we have the Ocelot Locust, the Western Bagger, the Class A Lifeguard, the Class A Vamos, and the BF Raptor, which I do remember that vehicle when I first started out in GTA Online. But yeah, for the new vehicle, as Rockstar mentioned last week on the Newswire, that is the Baller STD, which is now I think the third variation of the Baller that we now have in GTA Online. Rockstar did release the Baller ST back with the contract update, and this is basically the upgraded kind of better version of that. So it just, you know, progresses and just newer versions of this car in real life, of course. And this vehicle, I mean, it's not that much of a difference compared to the ST, of course. Again, it's just the same vehicle, but this time it does actually have a money tech, so you're going to have that workshop in order to get it, and the price is going to be $1,715,000. Nothing too crazy. It's pretty similar to the other prices that we had previously. So if you do want to check it out, it will be available tomorrow with the release of the event week. Now, also this week, of course, with the bonuses, like I was saying earlier, they are interesting. So first off, we have 5 times money on taxi work. It pays somewhat good, but honestly, even with the 5 times bonus, it's not going to pay you that much. So I would probably stay away from it. It's fun if you want to check it out and do it, but it's just not going to be something that could really make you any type of money. I mean, you'll make something obviously, but you would have to probably do like almost 1,000 to even get like a decent amount from it. But it's up to you if you want to get into that. And then for the other bonuses, there's going to be double money NRP on Asset Lab submissions. We haven't had this in a little bit, so this is of course the thing that came out with the Drug Wars update back in like what, 2022, 3 maybe? No, definitely 2022. Honestly, pretty interesting. If you guys want to check that out, definitely go ahead. It's a decent, easy way to make money. It's kind of like the nightclub. It's a bit passive, and you could just also sell it by yourself. So that's interesting right there. Fooligan jobs, which is something that you have to call DAX for, is something else that you can get double money on this week, as well as RP. The Power Play Adversary mode is also giving out double money in RP. And lastly, also on the first and last of those missions, if you guys want a guide on that, I did make that when these missions first came out. Kind of fun, some weird, some interesting, but regardless, I do recommend checking it out if you never did. So again, first and last of those missions are giving out some bonuses this week if you want to check it out for the first time or again. And then lastly, when it comes to the discounts, we have 30% off the MC Albert K 6x6, which is the vehicle that also again came out with the Drug Wars update. This is basically the vehicle that you have to have if you do want to sell any of your acid. This is where the Asset Lab takes place, of course, if you didn't know. And this vehicle technically is free if you do the first dose missions, so it's up to you if you want to end up buying it. This time around, I just recommend playing the missions since they do pay more. But yeah, it's something that's there. And then also that does include the installation for the Asset Lab since it doesn't come with it, and then also the upgrades and modifications as well. And then for the vehicle stuff, that's going to be on the Raptor, the NS300R. We also have that on the Entity MT, the Class A Vamos, and the Vapid Taxi, which does fit this week. So overall, basic week, but I do like the fact that Rockstar does have a new vehicle. We haven't had that in a little bit, and I mean, it might not be the best vehicle. It's not the one that everybody's looking forward to. We already know what that is, but it is there. And then also, if you guys want to check out some of the other stuff like from the Drug Wars update, I do recommend doing that since this is focused on that. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, then you already know what to do. Subscribe and put up post notifications. We'll be having a lot more videos on Grand Theft Auto 6, 5, RDR2, and more. So look forward to that. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.